Packed with bean sprouts, celery, and green onions, this delightfully crunchy Asian omelet satisfies for under 300 calories. Only a few ingredients are required to make the popular Asian-style omelet egg foo young: 2 eggs, green onion and celery, bean sprouts, a small amount of vegetable oil, and a skillet-style cooking surface. I'm starting with the vegetable preparation. I'm slicing the celery in thin slices on the diagonal to expose more of the vegetable's surface. The diagonally cut celery cooks more evenly and shares more of its delicate flavor with the other ingredients. The green onion is next. After removing the root end, I'll slice the green onions on a diagonal as I did with the celery for the same reason: even cooking and the maximum infusion of green onion flavor. You can see how angle cutting the green onion exposes the inner surface where you'll find the most delicate flavor notes. The blend of these delicate inner flavors of both green onion and celery create the perfect balance of flavors in every delicious egg foo young bite. Each egg is cracked into a small mixing bowl and whisked with a fork to mix white and yolk together. Now that all the ingredients are prepped and ready, it's time to cook the egg foo young. I'm substituting my usual skillet with my non-stick shallow rim griddle style skillet. I usually cook egg foo young in a deeper traditional skillet, and a generous amount of oil is required to prevent the egg foo young from sticking to the pan surface. The non-stick surface requires less oil than I usually use. I'm adding only 1 teaspoon of oil. With the heat set at medium-high, I'll begin immediately before the pan surface becomes too hot. All of the whisked eggs are poured onto the shallow skillet. Without a deeper rim on this skillet, the cooking time will be reduced. I don't want the egg to cook too quickly. I'll need time to add the other ingredients. The non-stick surface with a small amount of oil is working out perfectly. See how the egg smoothly and easily glides over the surface. Time to add the celery and onion and the bean sprouts. Let's check the underside of this egg foo young and see how the cooking process is coming along. Nicely browned. This egg foo young is ready to be flipped. If you have the skills of a chef, you could simply pan flip it with a vigorous snap of the wrist, because this egg foo young isn't sticking to the pan at all. Or you can lift it with a spatula as you tilt the pan like this. After 1 to 2 minutes of cooking on the other side, it's time to check if this egg foo young is ready to serve. The egg has cooked, but the vegetables did not cook into the egg portion. They're floating freely on top, and the bean sprouts are pan-seared instead of golden. This shallow skillet has cooked the egg so rapidly that the other ingredients didn't have a chance to cook inside the egg portion. I'll set this one aside for now. Let's start again. More celery, onions, whisked eggs, and bean sprouts are needed, and another teaspoon of oil. After adding the oil to the skillet, I'm adding the vegetables first, then the whisked eggs. Let's see how this method works out. Browning nicely on the bottom, and the bean sprouts are mixed into the egg. You'll notice this egg foo young would be a little more difficult to pan flip. It's not exactly sticking to the pan, but it's not gliding smoothly off the surface either. I like how this egg foo young has turned out. The vegetables are nicely mixed into the cooked egg, and the edges of the egg foo young are imperfectly irregular. The egg has browned nicely, and the bean sprouts are not charred. This egg foo young has turned out perfectly. It's time to serve. With both versions of egg foo young ready to enjoy, which one would you like? The more traditional Western-style egg foo young omelet or the Asian-style egg foo young? This is the egg foo young I would choose. And this one's for you. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click the notifications bell to get all the latest under 300 calories recipes.